Avril Wu, and I'm a multidisciplinary artist based in Toronto. I do a lot of illustrative work for food and beverage packaging, billboards, apparel, and more. But my most favorite type of work are murals. I just love how physically involved you have to be when painting something at such a large scale. I express my creativity in so many different ways. I would describe myself as a creative problem solver for sure. I grew up attending art schools from grades 5 to 12, so creativity was always something that was encouraged. I also danced competitively and professionally for over 10 years. Creativity has always been something that lived so innately within me, and because of that, I could just never ignore it. My favorite ways to express my creativity are through the visual arts, dance, and music. I could never create without music. I like to think of my art as being very multi-dimensional. I love using a mix of geometric and looser abstract shapes to create movement within my pieces. I enjoy the unpredictability of aerosols, and in contrast, appreciate how predictable painting with a brush can be. It makes the process of creating way more lively and fun, and it really keeps me on my toes. I'm inspired by so many things, but I'd have to say nature is my biggest inspiration. I was born in Malaysia, which has a beautiful collection of jungles and is home to such amazing wildlife. I try to incorporate elements of these in my work at all times or wherever possible. I've been creating for as long as I could remember, maybe since the age of 3. My mom always likes to bring up how many hours I'd spend alone at the table, just markers, pencil crayons in hand, going at it on a piece of paper. We have scrapbooks upon scrapbooks at our house of all the artwork I used to create as a kid. There was a long time in my life where I had stepped away from art just to focus solely on dance and school. I found my way back to it when I was grieving the loss of my dad. We used to draw together for hours on end as a kid, and to feel connected with him again, I turned to art. Art is really more than just work for me. It's truly a form of healing. I got my start by posting on Instagram. A couple months after doing so, I was having people share my work and just reaching out to me for work, and it was such an exciting time in my life. I was like, wow, I'm creating something that people have their eyes on, and I think that's when I realized I could actually build a career off of this. If I wasn't creating art, I'd probably be a doctor. I studied biomedical sciences in university. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't passionate about it. Creativity truly means so much to me. It's such a huge part of my identity. And as I mentioned before, it's really a form of healing, something that I feel like I need to survive and to feel alive. Once I started to fully embrace my creativity, the whole world opened up, and I've never felt more like myself than I do now.